Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
When you look at this defense,
they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
second down and 6 now.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Herbert now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
They snap it to Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here's Herbert.
And that'll be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Hey, ram.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
And it'll be intercepted. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resilience.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
20.
Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
18 Cardinal.
Second and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Hawk 70. Chop 60. Here we go, shot.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bisons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And just shutting him off there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21. Go.
Again, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
Loose inside the 30.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They go play action here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know, look, have it in one hand, put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. The slot man in motion right.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big-time play there. Now let's see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
From the 33, here's second down and 8.
Flush to his right. And some room to work. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Bisons take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys. Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One of the tight ends comes in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but Great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now it's Herbert.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Hey, Kaplan. Ready.
Herbert now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Set.
Herbert throwing again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Steamers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steamers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bisons are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To the air again, Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert back to the air. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steamers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now he's free to midfield. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bisons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Steamers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steamers 56, Bisons 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Go, Reed, go. Ready?
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steamers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that will be incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tag. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Come on.
2nd and 2. Buying time to his left. caught left sideline. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, Part.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bisons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Set. 59, 59. Ready.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Set. Set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Go.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there. 49 yards. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Now they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And